EA Sports, and the PGA Tour are proud to present this first step on the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From La Quinta, California and PGA West, it's the opening round of the first tournament of the new year, the American Express. Well, it's been a long off-season. Everyone here looking to get their new year off on the right foot. What better place to do it than right here in La Quinta as we see what's going on here in round one. On top, it's Tony Finau. He's rolling early at 8 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer with some work to do as we have seen some low numbers already in this first round. Time to get out to the action on the course as we pick things up on the tee at the par 4 14th. Frank, this is our golfer's first ever tournament as a professional on the PGA Tour. Now, you played a number of years on the European Tour before coming stateside, but take me back. What do you remember about your professional debut?
It's huge, Rich. I can remember it like yesterday. I was 19, and just how nervous you get. I was lucky enough that I had some friends that were professional golfers, and they took me aside, and they said, listen, you got two arms, you got two legs. You're just like everybody else in the field. Don't give in to them. But the nerves, too, you know, you feel like you're in somebody else's body, but they said the other bit of advice I got, nerves mean you care. So don't ever want to play without them. So great advice, too. And this is a moment that they will always remember, your debut on the PGA Tour.
Made excellent contact from that lie, but, Frank, as you know, it's still difficult to control where the ball goes and how far it goes.
Yeah, you've got to have such a strong left hand when you're trying to get through that rough, because if the grass grabs the hosel a little bit, it just pulls it, so it sends that ball to the left. I was never going to stop on the green. Coming out of the thick stuff, it's not quite overspin, but it's the next best thing. That was motoring.
A little strong on the chip right there. Certainly not ideal.
Yeah, that's for sure. And that leaves double bogey on the table.
Nicely judged, though. It's 4-5 here at par 3. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par. You know, Frank, this is a great setting for kicking off the new season. This Palm Springs area weather is almost ideal every single year. It's kind of like golf in a dome. So what's the secret to being successful on desert courses like this? Because we've seen some really low scores through the years.
Rich, you nailed it. Dome-like conditions means everybody's going to go low. You're not really worrying about cross breezes. Plus, add that in that it's a relatively flat track. That means there's no elevation changes really to consider. Green's also relatively flat, so get that ball on the putting surface. Greens aren't overly quick, but really anything inside 20 feet, you're going to have a good look at it. And don't keep looking at that leaderboard, because if you think you're going to make birdies, everybody else is doing the same thing. Pedal to the metal.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Now the approach here at 15. That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Third shot coming up now from the bunker. Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par. This is a 9-footer. Oh, maybe a misread there, and that curls by to the left. Okay, finished off there for double bogey. And that's going to move him back to 4 over. We now come to the 600-yard par 5 16th. Avoid the bunker on the left side of the fairway off the tee, and beware of the massive greenside bunker on your approach. Once in there, it's a chore to get out. And that, I do believe, is into the bunker. Want to make sure you catch this cleanly. There's the second to the par 5. Ooh, and that went straight down. That's going to be tough from there. Nope, that is not much of an improvement. Been a tough hole so far. This is the 5th shot and still in the bunker.
Oh, boy.
Frank, what do the great bunker players do?
Well, with short bunker shots like this, Rich, follow through is always a good key, but you've got to pick that spot. It's an inch or two behind the ball, almost like you taking out a divot with the ball in the middle of it.
Needs a good one. This is his 6th shot. Problems compounding now. Time to move on to the next hole. Well, you know, when a hole is nicknamed Alcatraz, it is oftentimes not the most pleasant experience. The 17th hole's only 168 yards, but we're looking at an island green, and we're looking at all sorts of trouble, and we're looking at the pressure ratcheting up late in the round. This one has your attention, and on this shot, you need to be almost perfect.
Ooh. Well, as an old baseball announcer once said, going, going,
Gone.
goodbye.
"15 feet away. Good job to deaden it right by the hole, but he could not get it to go in. Finishing up here at PGA West with a 439-yard par 4 18th. Yet again, we're trying to avoid the water. That runs down the left side of the fairway. If you keep it down the right side, well, then you'll have a chance to maybe get out of here, finish up the round with a birdie 3. That is a great number on this finishing hole.
It's so hard to bounce back after a huge score, especially when you're still reeling from it. But try and pull the screws back in the head there. Just take a little breath, maybe 2. Decent swing. Don't try and kill it. Exactly like that. Really good shot. And sadly, another short shot doesn't make the green here at 18. You can point the finger on one part of the game, and that was it.
He nearly got away with his par from off the green. Still a great shot, Frank.
Yeah, he's surprised it didn't get to the hole. And to be honest, at first, I thought he hit it too hard, but it didn't even get there.
Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that's going to drop him even further down the leaderboard.
For the golfer we had our eye on, no other way to say it, Frank, just not a real good day out there.
It could be a short week, Rich. We can complain about the conditions and that, but look at the leaderboard. The rest of the field, they didn't have a problem.
So that'll do it for my partner here in the tower, Frank Nobilo. For Nota Begay, Iona Stephen, and all our crew, Rich Lerner saying, we'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From sunny La Quinta, California, live second-round coverage of the opening tournament on the tour schedule, the American Express. What a great time of year to be here in La Quinta. If you come in July, expect temperatures north of 110 degrees. But now, here in January, this is perfect as we check our Day 2 leaderboard. Our leader is Tony Finau. He's currently at 8 under. As for our featured golfer, a rough Thursday round means today could very well be the end of the line this week. So let's get out and join the fray as we pick things up on the tee at the par 5 11th. So as we continue along with this second round coverage of the American Express, our featured golfer playing in their first ever PGA Tour event. Some ups and downs yesterday. The nerves showed here and there. Frank, what'd you see?
Nerves really, Rich. That was a choppy round. But if I look beyond that, I see a little bit of a rough diamond. Going to take a little polishing, but deep down, I think there's game there.
So that first round as a professional didn't quite go as planned. Nota Begay III was following the action. Nota, how does a young golfer rebound?
Well, it was the first round and the first event of what is going to be a very long season. Player just has to come back, figure out what went wrong, try to make the appropriate changes to get things moving back in the right direction, and hopefully build some momentum headed into what's going to be a very demanding season.
Good soft hands. That is nicely done. Not a long putt, but a side hiller for birdie. He'll say he should have made that. Oh, no. No. Safely in. It's a bogey here at number 11. And he's going to fall even further below par. Up next, the number 18 handicap hole at PGA West. 363-yard par 4 12. Left side of the fairway is well guarded by bunkers, so the right side is ideal. And that will do just fine. So after a big drive, 77 yards now for his second. I think I'd be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
That one safely in. It's par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is. Quite a par 3 here, the 13th at 214 yards. There's water left, not much bailout on the right. That's what a good par 3 is supposed to be, requiring one well-struck, accurate tee shot. The PGA Tour season kicking off here at PGA West in La Quinta, California. And we're back at it next week. Frank will make the 2-hour drive down to La Jolla and Torrey Pines outside of San Diego for the Farmers Insurance Open. Just such a good time of year, isn't it?
Oh, it certainly is. It's just stunning. I mean, rain, hail, or shine, this is just a beautiful part of the world. If you don't like beautiful countryside and coastline, I mean, there's something wrong. This is gorgeous. Had to take the boxing gloves off on that one. No touch whatsoever, and this is a long, long putt coming back.
This is a 28-footer. Had it right in the heart and just didn't hit it. Okay, this par 3 shows its teeth. It is a double bogey. And with it, he's going to fall even further down this leaderboard, well above par. Arriving now at the 389-yard par 4 14. Bunker on the right side of the fairway, so it is best to favor the left side off the tee. Once again at PGA West, we're looking at a hole that's not overly long. It'll tempt to 389 yards. The key, keep it away from that bunker on the right side of the fairway. So you're favoring the left. If you get it where you're supposed to, then you can access the whole location. Birdie's a good possibility here.
Well, it's in the first cut. We know you can't spin the ball as much from the first cut. Still lying okay.
Second shot now from just a foot or two off the fairway. And this is looking really good.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And that's going to keep him right where he is. The 15th hole, not surprisingly, is called Turning Home because we're headed toward the clubhouse now. It's 468 yards of par 4, and it's the second toughest at PGA West. So this is all you want. Need to be straight off the tee. If you can get it in play and away from those bunkers on the left and right of the fairway, 4 is a good possibility, and you'd be happy to make par here. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. In the fairway, shouldn't be more than 200 yards to the flagstick. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in the rough now, wondering what might have been. Ah, yes, the touch. Excellent there from behind the green, and that one goes down for an unlikely birdie. So our featured golfer here, Frank, not going to play the weekend in that first ever PGA Tour event, but you have to figure there will be brighter days ahead.
No question about that. I mean, you've got to try and find the lay of the land, so to speak. There's a brand new golf course